Hi, I'm Tana Gilday, a principal and financial advisor with Homrich Berg. I work with a lot of women going through the divorce process or the loss of a spouse, and I know what a difficult and trying time this can be. There's the emotional aspects and the upheaval and the turmoil as you work through this, as well as all of those administrative and paperwork types of tasks and decisions to be made as you contemplate moving forward as a single individual going forward. So I created this series, and this is part of our A Great Question Can Make All the Difference series. And today's question for you to think about is, do I need life insurance and disability insurance on my ex-spouse? And do I need it for myself going forward? Now, I'm sure that your divorce team is all over this, but it's important for you to understand the implications, the responsibilities, and what you're going to need to do and think about as you move forward beyond the divorce itself. So let's talk about those types of insurance. Disability insurance is income replacement insurance. That basically says if I am so injured that I cannot come to work, I'm going to still get a paycheck from the disability company to replace my income so that I can continue to support myself and pay my bills. Life insurance, on the other hand, is a death benefit. If I die, I'm leaving the life insurance to those people who rely on my paycheck to support themselves. So a spouse, my children, maybe I support elderly parents or a disabled family member. So anybody relying on my income for their support, I'm going to need to have life insurance in case I die prematurely. So as you consider your ex-partner, is there a financial obligation from that person to you or your children in the future? And if so, we have to think about what happens if he or she becomes disabled, what happens if he or she dies prematurely and can no longer meet those financial obligations from a paycheck. So the disability piece, the other thing to consider is we often get this insurance through our employer. However, if this is a very high income type of person, maybe a salesperson who gets commissions, maybe an executive who also gets a lot of bonus and stock and other kind of incentive plans outside of just the normal paycheck. Those may require their own separate personal disability insurance in order to make sure that they're paying enough outside the paycheck. Other professions like doctors have this own occupation. In order to qualify for Social Security disability, it's very difficult. If you could do any kind of work at McDonald's, those types of things, you may not qualify. And it doesn't come close to replacing the income of, say, a doctor or an executive. So you want to understand how that disability insurance is structured, what policies, for what period of time. Sometimes it's just for a few years. You really want that to be, for their working life. So understanding the nuances of that takes a little investigating and a little talking to professionals who do understand those things. The life insurance benefit, again, you're assuming that the paycheck is cut off because of a premature death, but there needs to be a bucket of assets, some money, to continue to be able to support any type of spousal maintenance or child support or future financial obligations to children, such as paying for college and those types of things. So we want to make sure that that is in place. And that is probably something that the divorce team is looking at. But you also have to consider what happens when that's done. How do I make sure that that life insurance stays in place? Can I get statements on a periodic basis? Can I make sure that I get notified if there is a lapse, meaning that the premium was not paid? So all of these things are considerations that you need to build in and think about as you move forward to be sure that you can stay in the know and protect yourself and your children if there are future obligations from your ex-partner. The other consideration is for yourself. If you're going to now be working or continue working, do you have that disability for yourself that would replace your income if you can no longer work? And thinking about those who rely on your paycheck, would you have life insurance benefits that could continue to support them if you were to die prematurely? So these aren't happy, light topics, of course, but they're very important to consider and to ask yourself the question, do I need life and or disability insurance on my ex? And do I need it on myself to protect me and my loved ones as I move forward as a single person in my own financial journey? I hope you found this information helpful. You found some good questions to ask your financial team. And I wish you the best of luck as you move through this process and on to this next phase of your life. I hope it's the best phase of your life as you move forward. As you do that, if a new financial advisor might be right for you, please take a look at our website at homrichberg.com, and there you can see the types of clients that we work with as well as how we serve those clients. If it makes financial sense for you, I'd be happy to sit down and chat with you and find an advisor that would be a good fit for your needs and your goals as you move forward in this next stage. Take care and best of luck.